into motorsport, then karting is probably the best starter you can get. You never get that sort of rush and wheel-to-wheel racing that you get in anything else.
You watch F1, you obviously see that sort of adrenaline when they're coming off the track, and I suppose going with your friends you experience a level of speed, whereas in this it's just a step beyond that. So that adrenaline and that sort of feeling when you're overtaking somebody, it is so high.
Quick, cutthroat racing. The UK Armed Forces Championship is one of the biggest karting competitions in the United Kingdom. Over 100 military personnel travel to Cumbria for the picturesque Rowrah track, with a Premier title on the line.
It's a really enjoyable track. It's very fast-paced, which I think obviously a lot of us enjoy going quickly, but at the same time you have to be very precise with where you're putting the car. A lot of the time there's not a lot of margin for error. Sort of going through the first few corners it's very tight, and obviously to get the lap time out you have to be getting close to the barriers. So high risk, high reward sort of track, so you need it on point to be able to get the most out of it.
Up near the rock it's not too bad. It's the quick left-hander coming up down to the pit entrance is the most difficult corner for me, I think. Yeah, this track's great. It's one of my favourites in the UK. It's a shame it's so far away from where I base. But my favourite part, as I like to call it, is mini Rowrah, sort of going flat through as much as possible through there is great.
A fitting location for a titanic title tussle between the Royal Navy's Sam Cresswell and the RAF's Jack Watson. A few other title rivals were missing due to other work commitments, meaning it was a straight shootout for the trophy between Cresswell and Watson. While we hoped for dramatic action, a superb controlled performance on the day saw Cresswell look confident from the front. He won all 3 heats as well as the main Premier race to be champion for 2023.
It's the first championship I've won. I've competed in lots of other championships throughout my young career sort of thing. And yeah, I'm pleased to say that I've finally done it. And I'm pleased and happy that I was to represent the Royal Navy whilst doing it.
Second last year and I'm second this year, so I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But yeah, no, good consistency, and for 3 years doing it, I've learned a lot in that time.
The chaotic racing we expected did come from the endurance karts. 3 2-hour races saw over 40 karts involved, with 2 drivers swapping to share the load at pit stops. The races, which some stewards called Carnage, were dominated by 2 non-service teams, but it was good performances from the RAF Benson, RAF Bryce Norton and Fleet Air Arm teams from the Navy that keep them in title contention. The team service championships will be decided in the final round of the competition at Shennington. Kyle Dixon, Forces News, Rowrah.